Well, apparently I wasn't streaming that whole time. That's good to know. I got started on troubleshooting my friend's PC, and I hit start recording but not streaming. Well, welcome guys, I'm going to redo that. This is the DJ Tech channel, and I am getting started for the first time at this. Very new to YouTube, and I have no idea what I'm doing. And I went to go check the chat, realized I wasn't live. Good thing I did. For those of you, everyone that may or may not be tuning in now, we are troubleshooting my friend's PC for water damage. And we don't know what works and what doesn't, so I'm isolating for parts today. It is going to be reused as a streaming PC for his DVR setup and possibly just for streaming games off of his main rig as well. And we're hoping to salvage his 4790K Devil's Canyon and motherboard and RAM, but we don't know what's bad, so we're going to do process elimination today. And somewhere in here I misplaced the RAM kit that I had set up several days ago. So we're just going to try and isolate for if his board's bad or not. Since the RAM is probably okay anyway. I've actually never seen RAM die to a spillage like that. Pretty hardy stuff. And without further ado, we get back to where I was, which was plugging in his new graphics card he has for it. The 3060 Ti that NVIDIA was gracious enough to send over after the first one got hit by the water, although we don't know if it was actually bad or not, since the rig still doesn't work with the new one. So, first things first, let's see if we can get it to post on a bench. See what happens. No signal, but it did send a monitor warm up. And I recognize that pose code from my own Gigabyte boards in the past. One of my friends is using a build with the same board actually right now that I replaced, which is why I have the same box here. That's actually mine. And then there is a different box, a different board. Really. Well, doesn't want to come to life. Same as when it was in the case. Alright. Let's go ahead. We're going to swap the CPU and RAM into a different board. If that doesn't work, maybe I'll go digging for that other RAM. I know I have a bunch of DDR3 floating in here somewhere. Apart from that one of my friends who's working on the channel with me gave me. I don't know where I stashed it. Everything in here is sort of all over the place and it's a mess. As we've been rearranging trying to set up a proper studio. Once I finish constructing the shelves for my closet that we're building custom to fit it, get as much space as possible. There's nothing I could find on the market fit. Then I will be able to have more space. This, my old 4790K motherboard, the Z79X SSD4 from Gigabyte. This is one of the boards to have if you were doing high-end overclocking back in the day on 4790K. And while I wasn't doing that quite at that point anymore, I was still pushing my system pretty hard. I had a pair of 290Xs in Crossfire, and that thing screamed for the time, although the stutter was pretty not so good. So, as most of you who've used a multi-GPU setup will attest. I'm happier now with my single GPU, as is everyone. One thing's for sure, we're going to be able to salvage some good fans of this build, because these are NFF12 PWMs. And although they are old, that feels like a new knock to a fan to me. He's been in there since he built the rig with double cannon for 47K.
Those are what, 2014 something? Refresh 2013. Oh boy.
See if I can change their mounting mechanism slightly. The screws are better on the new ones, and it doesn't spin back and forth on the new ones either. It's never good. I only have one mic on, Gabe. I don't know why there's a bunch of echo. I'm gonna have to sort sound out again another time. When I tested it in Audacity, I didn't pick up any echo as well, so I don't know. It could be I'm picking up some room sound, but I'm running RTX voice. I shouldn't be. You there right now, Gabe? Say something in chat. Well, if I see you pop up, I'll troubleshoot it a little. I wanted to show you what it sounds like without RTX voice enabled. Since this is your PC after all. Okay, where was I? Yeah, I was doing peel, as it were. Oh, baby. Let's get some paper towel, alcohol, clean that up. You can see where the pipes were still from the markings on the CPU. Gotta love that. Alright, some clean. I remember at the beginning of the pandemic, everyone was panic buying alcohol right and left. And here I am. Sorry, I'm pausing for a second because I'm looking at this. Oh my God. Get a load of that. That actually might be a puncture in the heat pipe. It was working fine before, as far as temps are concerned, as far as we can tell. There might actually be a puncture in that heat pipe. Unrelated from when it was installed originally. I'm going to take a look at that real quick. I am a weirdo. I have a monocle set up. I was doing some micro soldering the other day, fixing a kit RAM. Which I will do content on sometime if you would like me to, guys, but if you really want to know how to micro solder, I'm a noob. Go watch Louis Rossman over on his channel. He'll be able to help you out there better than me. Yeah, that's real iffy there. And if that's punctured or not, I can't tell. I'm determined to find out. Because if it is, we should replace the cooler. a good old Q-tip to get right up in there. Guys, if you don't have them in your kit, get yourself some wooden stitched Q-tips rather than the paperboard or plastic ones. Biodegradable, they're stronger, they're great for cleaning electronics. Yep. 20x magnification to see it. There's a small puncture in that heat plate. Microscopic. Good to know. It's still worth testing, but that's sketch. Not reusing that. Fortunately, they're cheap. You can get a 212 for what, like $20 on sale these days? I think a few years ago, when they were discontinuing the old 212 LED in favor of the new RGB model, I got 3 of them on sale at Central Computers. Here are they, for $20. 3 of them for $20. The best deals I've ever gotten. And those coolers are still in use today. I'm using them on all sorts of stuff. Gave one to a friend, maybe 2 different test beds, server stuff. It's a good general duty cooler. That away later. Alright, back to the task at hand. Sorry for getting off track, guys. If something broke though, you gotta know. I suspect one of the reasons my own 4790K died was because of lack of maintenance on the water loop that it was in. It clogged quite badly. Speaking of, I'm going to check this one. Because that's not the only 47K I've seen die. We had one die recently in another build. 4 of the pins, and by pins I mean the pads on the underside of the CPU, they got a little crispy, or just come off entirely. I don't know what happened. It was in the rib, and then we opened it, and 4 of the pin pads were gone. That's going to be an interesting one to try and repair sometime. I'm going to try though. As long as we have this board to test 4790Ks, we can get down some insanity. I wrote that CPU off, but that's why you level up your skill, guys. I know most people just write off broken hardware today, but there's a lot of stuff out there you can fix and DIY yourself. Part of why I made this channel and show you how. Bit by bit, gotta get through all this content first. It's doable. God knows others have shown me how. Nothing like those videos of Linus' his crew repairing the pins on AMD CPUs. Prove to you that you can fix anything. A little bit of skill. Legends LP. Solid enough RAM for the time. I gotta bring this back up here. Get that backplate installed. I don't know if I have big enough. I do not here. There's a special tool that we need for maintaining these things. I had a box for one of those
cooler stashed away right back here. I'm gonna walk past the camera, find it. If I could locate that, that would make my day a lot easier. I don't know if I have a tool set otherwise. So much stuff to go through and get rid of. Gotta make room for the new. Found it. Someday I'll get a real studio. Dedicated. And I'll have space. Today's not that day. Gotta start somewhere. For those of you out there living at home that don't have anything to do right now, gotta get creative. Make it work. Yeah. Device I need. Oh, I see. These sneaky guys. This is not the mechanism I remembered. They've had so many iterations of this. This one required 2 of these things to undo properly. I designed this as a menace. Glad they updated it. And the last one. For those of you wondering why I'm not leaning over and doing this on the table, it's a little more secure. I have a bad back. I need to make it last. This is not a very tall table. Lifetime makes good, sturdy tables that definitely don't last a lifetime because this one's actually ready to go. Bye-bye. It's about what they last. More than you can save for stuff today. really starting to wish I had better cooler to test with.
Got it.
I am clumsy, but I am not Linus.
I avoid dropping things at all costs.
They'll probably see me drop something today right after saying that. Watch, most of this video is going to be me installing a cooler. For those of you that have never done these before, make sure you get something that's easy to mount. Not like this. Even Cooler Master's better than this today. If you want a good mounting mechanism, everyone loves an Octua. People have just started cloning theirs rather than designing their own. It's not patented as far as I know. Can't blame them. If you don't know what you're doing, don't manhandle the parts like this the way I am. Do as I say, not as I do. Perfect. Nice and secure. Still need thermal paste to test with, though. Nice big tube MX4. I'm gonna put it on the cooler. I don't trust these heat pipe coolers not to have voids in them sometimes. Especially this one with that giant hole. Oh yeah, this is MX5. Looks a little different than their old stuff. Of course Arctic would make it blue. Definitely more thermal paste than you need, but definitely not too little. Plenty of people ever had trouble installing one of these retention mechanisms before. It's a lot easier if you don't screw it in all the way. In one before you start the next. Especially with these spring-loaded screws. They love to use retention modulation. That's why you guys don't have to use a torque wrench to install your cooler to get even pressure on it. Oh yeah, that thermal paste spread good. I can see it coming out the sides already. Normally I would screw these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 style. And by that I mean go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 in a circle, crisscross, until it's tensioned evenly. I've had thermal paste completely squeeze out before and not get one corner. because it all squirted out the other side. I don't want that. That's not going to happen today. I used way too much paste. Oh, there it is. Let's see if this baby will post in this board. I'm sweating. Don't sweat on the gear. That'd be bad. I sweated on a board once while it was running. It was a customer board. I was looking at fries at the time in the service department. Rip fries. Board was fine, but it turned off. Turned it off, wiped it down, didn't say a word to anyone. I was 19. And they treated us like crap. They eventually fired me. Something dumb, of course. As they did a lot of the people that worked there before me. And then my friend quit and screwed them over. That's a long story I'll tell another time. Gotta save something for later. I'll have him on the show with me. We'll talk about our time there. One of these days we'll be starting a live stream. Me and my friend that's working on this. Got a lot of people around here I know that are working on projects like this right now. I'm not missing GPU. This is one of the only 3060 Ti's in the world at the moment. Possibly the only one, some may say. You know what? Screw that connector. Oh wait, no, I don't have that luxury. Oh yeah, I do. Being misbehaved. Doesn't want to stay together. One of the tabs is broken. There we go. Boom. This one also has a power button. More boards today need this. I haven't seen it on as many of the nice high-end boards recently. That's solid. Oh wait, let me plug in the video output before I post it up. It can behave differently if it's not in when you need it. And it's firing up. Let's see what we get on the monitor. No signal. That did wake the monitor. And I'm getting the postcode A9, which we're going to look up right now. Oh, it's back to AB. It was on AB before. What's the manual say? One of the great reasons to have one of these boards with a good post code. Both of these boards have it. I didn't check it the first time, because I wanted to take it back and test it here. It's taking my phone so long to open a PDF. I'm gonna bring it up on my PC. Let's see what's up. Hi, people in chat. See, that was fast. It's still trying to open on my phone. It's like, we have fiber. It shouldn't take that long to download. It should take a second. Say where it is in the index. Why is the index? Why put a code on the board and make it hard to find info about it? Gorgeous. Manual zip immediately got me the page I needed. On a very late page in the manual, apparently. On its own page, not late. On it. And of course the code's not in that. Nice. Well, I have no idea what it means. Double rainbow. Yeah. That sucks. I'm gonna have to look into that some more. But yeah, it looks like the CPU doesn't want to behave. I'm wondering if it's actually the CPU. But the board is able to post on its own and track everything. I don't know. I'm gonna dig for that RAM. Where did I remember putting it? I have a stick DDR3 somewhere I can test with. I'm going back into the hole again. See if I can locate the mystical DDR3. Oh, it has shelves to do this on. Oh, look at that. Not the bag I was looking for, but oh, you know what? This might all be DDR2. Yep, this is all DDR2. 16 gigs of DDR2. No, more than that, actually. in my brain. I don't remember where I put it. Oh! I hit it. Found it. Alright, that's what we're there. Loud noises. Boom, crash, bang, ow. Alright, let's see it. Put that back where I had it. I'm not going to test the blue kit, because that's the kit I repaired one of the sticks on. Oh yeah, this rim's not going to fit there. What are we going to do? No. Test it with one stick. And channel 2. Should still work the same as anything. See what happens. No postcode. Monitor tried to wake. I wonder if this ramp's bad too. It's old, should still be good. Oh, yeah, this is one of those boards. No postcode because it powered the board but not turned it on. I will be one grateful dude. This works. There be life. So run postcode C0. That was it. I'm starting to wonder if this debug code list is even correct. Oh wow, okay. I found the rest of the list, so there's more pages. Forehead moment. I'm going back to this before I check with that code note. I'm going to try something. Get under there. The cooler tons and clearance issues. Got it. This board only has 2 switches, or 1 switch per slot, the other one's locked in place at the other end. I'm gonna do something that I don't know if they actually tried. Reset the BIOS. There's your BIOS battery. Put it back. I got a BIOS code waiting for my input. But I didn't have video out. I'm wondering if it defaulted to the iGPU on 4790K. I just remembered it has that. Started. Maybe. Yeah. Something ain't B again. Alright.
See what happens. Stop and bias setup again on the board. A9, AD. Yep, those are the two bias setup codes again. I'm thinking this CPU might need to be cooked. We're going to test different RAM, different configurations. Till we get it close. Or I get bored. Not good anyway. 53. Put that somewhere safe. Gotta protect the essential components you can't get right now. I'm just going to see if I can get this stick to post in any slot, or get even further than that when I did testing. I remember this board being finicky about what slot I had stuff in, but it should just work in any slot. Oh, that is slot 1. Interesting. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4. According to the board. And 3 and 4. Terminators. Nope. I'm in the same slot again. Got further than the first time I tested it with that RAM. No matter what I do, I can't get it to give me anything different. I must be a crazy person for testing it this many times. There we go. Wake up, wake up, wake up! I swear I'm not crazy. 3 and 9. So I'm bias setup. Something is preventing it. Outputting video. One more time with the GPU, guys, and then instead of banging our heads against the table, we're going to do something a little more positive and bench test some new parts so that I can at least show you guys that I'm not incompetent. I can get a rig to work. Oh yeah, that needs power. That'd help. Definitely help.
little unsettling. The second I put the power in, the fans started spinning before it was booted. Now I remember why I was glad to move away from this board. It was so powerful, but it was so weird and finicky and misbehaved. I think the board has a ghost. But I know it works because it came out of a working machine. Machine where we had yet another bad CPU when I was testing for a bad board. But we never bothered to put the board back in. It didn't matter. This board was the better one anyway. I wanted it back. When you get a board for free to fix your PC as pay for work done, you don't complain. And ultimately, he got a free CPU, which was worth less to me anyway. I had to buy him a 4670. Yep. Still stuck on AB. Alright, guys. RIP 4790K, number 3. I don't have my first one, but I'm wishing I'd saved it now. I could just be like, look at all the dead 4790Ks I have. This is the CPU I've seen dead more than any other CPU now. Although this one was murdered before its time. Alright. I'm just going to go ahead and get this CPU back in the board that it came here with. Deal with assembling this again later off camera. That way I can put everything away for now. Make some room to test new toys. So make sure we didn't get any bad parts out of the box. And another day we're going to go ahead and assemble them into a functional computer. Mess now. At least the smushed cooler didn't kill the CPU. Not that much. Any thermal paste manufacturer that we watch this in the future, I thank you for making a paste that is both non-drying but chunks up enough when you wipe it away with a paper towel that it feels like you wiped it away clean. Ooh. Let's get the paste off my fingertips before I touch the edges of the CPU. Might be covered in it. Go. Put that in the safety zone of the other board. I know some of you like to throw away boxes as soon as you're done installing your rig, but this is why you keep them. And you keep your slot covers, socket covers, whatever you have. Then you have somewhere to put parts should something need to be maintained. were sold. Shipped the motherboard across country once. It was a very cheap board. Not a big loss. But in shipping, somehow the socket got damaged. But it wasn't covered. Alrighty. Now for something more upbeat. Once I can find all this RAM and other crap, put it away. There may still be life for this rig. Last I looked, there were refurbished 4670s to be had for sale for less than $60. So we may just go ahead and order one to test with through Amazon and then return it. If indeed the board is bad, and the RAM is bad, for whatever reason. I don't think the RAM is bad though. I think the CPU is bad. And I think that if we order one of those CPUs, we'll have a working computer. Alright. Oh, and look. My brand new mod mat is already getting thermal paste in it. Bound to happen sometime. This just turned into an unboxing video. Today here we have Ryzen 9 5900X purchased in store because you have to buy with your CPU at Central Computers a motherboard, RAM, and another component, or just any 4 components total, 3 and the CPU. We've got Vengeance RGB Pro SL, 16x2 for 32 gigs total of 3600 megahertz, and his first NVMe drive, a 970 Pro Evo Plus M.2. And holding it all, we have the X570 Aorus Ultra gaming motherboard. Better than my board. I have had nothing but problems getting my 3600 megahertz 4x8 to run properly on my Aorus Elite. Apparently $200 is considered a budget motherboard for X570. When I was purchasing, I hadn't paid attention to tech for 4 years, so I didn't know that. Oh, that's beautiful. Shiny, silver and black. Peel. Do the peel. Ah, all in one. This end really wants to be hard on me. Oh, I see why. It folds all the way around the front. Boom. Got it. For some reason, there's no... Oh, I know why there's no peel on here. There's a fan under there, and they don't trust us apes. No, they do not. No other peels. This motherboard does not come with a full backplate, just the CPU backplate. It has 2 PCIe slots that support up to X8 or 1x16, plus one that does X4, which I have not looked. I assume is shared with this M.2 slot, because my board does not have that. Alrighty, let's go ahead, open our CPU, get a knife. I don't want to build his PC on stream another day and not have it work out of the box. That would be a real nightmare indeed. I'm realizing, however, that I don't have a cooler for this ready to go. I'm going to have to locate where I stashed one of mine. Yet again, going into the closet. Oh, I don't even need to go to the closet. I have a 3900X box right here in my own build. We're going to salvage the cooler out of my 3900X box. AMD, I understand why you did it, but it was really cool when you included coolers with every high-end CPU. Especially when the coolers are as decent as these. Look at that. Unmolested. Unused. My 3900X went straight under water cooling. I already had a 3800X that was like that. I don't know where I stuck my 3800X cooler. We're not going to worry about that today. Where's that arrow? Oh, that's right. Ryzen. Nope. That's right. It's based on what the socket orientation is. Some boards like to have the socket sideways. Some boards like to have it upright. But the Ryzen wording always faces the top of the socket, even if you can't find the arrow. Which this board doesn't have an arrow, it has a line. Do better, Gigabyte. Give me that arrow. You've crossed the line. Wait. You guys watch long enough, you're going to get used to my terrible puns. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and get this stuck on there. AMD, your bracket is both awesome and the bane of my existence, all at once. So, I remember struggling with these type of mounting mechanisms back on socket 939 motherboards. But at least they're better than the push pins Intel used, and still does to this day. Guys, just screw them in. Just always set them to screw in for the future. Make sure the notch lines up the slots before you stick them in, so you're not sticking there going seesaw with your RAM on your motherboard, which are both not cheap. At least in the instance of this build, not. It's a $300 board. The CPU was $600. It's 50 above MSRP, but at least they're in stock, available. Well, not anymore. This is the last one they had. There were 9 the day before. So stock lasts 2 to 3 days maximum when they get them. If you live in the Bay Area or anywhere near a micro center, or a central computer or a Best Buy. Call them and see what they're doing. Pretty. We're going to test that Evo Plus while we're at it today. Get it installed in the board so that when I go to do the build, it's there and ready. Peel. Thermal pad. For those of you that have never installed one of these, you want to stick it in the slot. And then install the plate over it if it doesn't have a screw. This one, the standoff is in the wrong spot and it's not a hex standoff. Oh, man, why don't they just stick them in the correct spot for 2280 SSDs? Why do they make me dig for my needle nose in my soldering bag every time? I want to move one of these standoffs. Is this anchored to the board? I bet you it's not. Oh no, it is actually. In that case, I think they're expecting me to do it either with a standoff in the box or to just stick it down without a standoff there. Driver CD. Probably one of the only people that still uses those from time to time when stuff doesn't work. Nice. Got a 6-pin connector. Oh, nice here. There's a Wi-Fi antenna, same as the one they use on their gigabyte add-in cards. A whole bunch of SATA and yeah. For those of you that have never watched anyone assemble a build before on stream, I suggest you watch some other YouTubers' streams as well. You see what mistakes they run into and things they learn. The only reason I know that there will be standoffs like this in a box, rather than just being like, why did they attach that one? There. Is because I watched Linus Tech and Gamers Nexus both find that out on stream. I'm like, where's the standoff? Yes, they have knurling, so you can do it by hand, but I don't trust the mouse in time. I screw everything in that's not coming out again. Alright. That's there. Did they give me a screw? There's 2 standoffs. They gave me a screw. Excellent. Why they packed them separately, I will never know. Single-use plastic is bad. Stop it. I say as I cook my sous vide with single-use plastic. As I say, not as I do. Nobody's perfect. That and there's no responsible consumption under capitalism. Do your best. All right. This is what a modern gaming PC look like. Sexy parts. Sexy RGB. That's what you're into. forgot something. It's not essential. I should put this heat spreader back. It would be better if I did. Guys, I know they say you don't need an SSD cooler always, but I have run into issues where I was running drives uncooled with continuous large transfers because I was imaging a drive, a whole drive, full, 1 terabyte NVMe, and yeah, the drive was getting really warm, like 90 Celsius warm, and throwing warnings in Samsung's monitoring software as I watched it do it. So I cool my SSDs. The average user will not do that often enough to cause serious issues or decrease the lifespan of the drive. But if you are using your SSDs heavily, you should monitor them before determining whether or not your solution for cooling them is sufficient, especially if they don't have a slot like this one, which has got a heat spreader. Because even a heat spreader will do the job. You just don't want to overcool your drives. There's actually a certain temperature at which the NAND operates best, and it needs to be warm to do that. Alright. Clean that up. And it's working, and where did they hide? There's power. Power switch. Boom. Let it live. Oh yeah, video. God, that was sick. Much better than the little one did. I don't know about you guys, but I like RGB. I'm a weirdo like that. Round 2. Got video. Turn off. I'm gonna let it fully spin down, turn the power off. There we go. Let me get one of those buttons for testing with. Rig one up myself, probably. Interesting. Monitor. From a video. Is this 3060 Ti also bad? Video no working. That 40. Huh. Now I'm wondering if the graphics card is bad. Again. The only way to test this board RAM combo would be to start gutting out parts from my server. Which I'm not going to do today. We'll do that on another stream. I'm going to call it for the day. Figure out later why this stuff doesn't want to post. My back is getting tired and I don't want to overdo it. before I go, I'm gonna check one thing. Give me the BIOS battery. Yeah, there's a Q flash button and some other stuff. I don't remember where the exact. Oh, there's clear CMOS. They labeled it nice and big. Cool. But plug the battery, 100% for sure. Oh wait, I forgot to connect. I'm dumb. Yeah, when I start making mistakes like that, again and again, it's time to call it. Gotta remember to plug it in. Did you plug it in? No. That sweet video. Give me that sweet video. No signal. The monitor woke up. Fresh water. Yeah, still doesn't want to post. I wonder if it's doing memory training, and I've been confusing it this whole time. New AMD systems take a while to post. I had the same problem with my 3800X. I'm gonna let it run. See what happens. That's an indicator of it going up and down power cycling, but it's not giving me that. I really wish boards at this price all came with postcodes like they used to. So they could see what was going on without having to grab a speaker or something and have it be there. Do I even have a speaker header on this board? Yeah, there's one. Never see anyone using them anymore, but speakers for boards did exist. Oh, you know, I wonder if this board needs a BIOS update. have no idea how long it's been on the shelf for. Is there a manufacture date on the box? Manufacturers always put build dates on your boxes. Please. There is no manufacturer date. So 70 Rev 1.1. Oh, well, I'm going to go through this another day. There's a number of reasons why this might not be working, and I don't have physical endurance to deal with that right now. Alright. It's been good, guys. I'm going to call the stream here. Thank you to any of you that are watching still this late in the process. I'm going to call it here.